Hey there, fellow seekers of self-discovery. Welcome back to our channel, where we unravel the mysteries of personality and dive deep into the human psyche. Today, we're shining a spotlight on INFJs, those intuitive and compassionate souls, and exploring the intriguing reasons why they might be blissfully unaware of their own weaknesses. So grab a metaphorical magnifying glass, and let's embark on this journey of introspection, idealistic self-perception. First up on our exploration is the fascinating world of idealistic self-perception, a characteristic trait that frequently defines INFJs. These intuitive visionaries possess an extraordinary gift for uncovering the inherent beauty and untapped potential in nearly every facet of existence. And yes, that includes their own reflection in the cosmic mirror. It's like they wear metaphorical rose-tinted glasses, crafted from the sheer optimism that colors their worldview. However, the very lenses that illuminate the brilliance of the world around them might occasionally cast a gentle haze over the contours of their own weaknesses. Immersed in the positive radiance they project outward, INFJs navigate through life with a focus on the sunnier side of the street. This emphasis on the uplifting, the hopeful, and the promising often becomes their default mode, creating a captivating narrative that can overshadow the more nuanced aspects of their own persona. The challenge arises when these optimistic lenses, while beautifully enhancing the world's splendors, also soften the stark lines of self-awareness. It's not a lack of introspection, but rather an inclination to prioritize the bright spots, making it a tad challenging for INFJs to swivel the spotlight inward and discern areas that might benefit from a touch of fine-tuning. Picture this, a vibrant canvas of positivity that INFJs naturally paint, where each stroke accentuates the beauty and potentiality of life. Yet within this masterpiece, the shadows, representing their own weaknesses, might be delicately veiled. It's not a deliberate oversight, but rather an unintended consequence of their inherent optimism and perpetual quest for the silver lining. Thus, in this realm of perpetual sunshine, the acknowledgement of personal vulnerabilities might require a more intentional and nuanced exploration. It's a captivating paradox. The same optimism that fuels their vision and compassion can, at times, gently obscure the less illuminated corners of their own self-awareness. Emphasis on others' needs. Now let's delve into the second layer of the INFJ mystique, their heartwarming emphasis on others' needs. Picture, if you will, a landscape where empathy flows like a gentle river, nourishing the emotional soil of those lucky enough to be touched by its waters. INFJs, the architects of emotional bridges, possess an extraordinary ability to not just see, but deeply understand the needs and emotions of those around them. Their empathetic prowess is a compass that constantly points towards others, creating a beautiful ripple effect of understanding and support. Yet, within this ocean of compassion lies a fascinating nuance that shapes their intuitive landscape. These empathetic individuals are like emotional sponges, absorbing and resonating with the joys and sorrows of the people in their orbits. It's not merely an act of observing, it's an immersive experience where they internalize the emotions of others, creating a harmonious symphony of shared feelings. This boundless well of empathy, while an incredible strength, can sometimes inadvertently cast a shadow on their own introspection. Imagine the INFJ as a gardener tirelessly tending to the emotional gardens of those they care about. The energy they invest in nurturing the emotional flora of others might inadvertently lead to the unintentional neglect of their own introspective garden. As they water the seeds of happiness in others, the weeds of their own weaknesses might find themselves overlooked. It's not a conscious neglect, but a consequence of their empathetic focus, a gentle tilting of the scales towards the needs of others. In the glow of their altruistic pursuits, INFJs might find themselves bathed in the radiant light of the positive impact they have on others' lives. The joy of making a difference becomes a guiding star, and in its luminosity, the recognition of their own weaknesses might momentarily fade into the background. The emotional symbiosis they create can, at times, lead to a beautiful paradox. While they shine as beacons of support for others, their own areas for growth might be momentarily dimmed by the brilliance of their altruistic endeavors. Avoidance of conflict. Now, let's untangle the intricate thread of the third layer in the INFJ tapestry, their nuanced relationship with conflict. Picture, if you will, a serene lake, its surface reflecting the tranquility that INFJs so ardently seek. These peace-loving individuals, much like the calm waters, prefer the path of least resistance, navigating life's currents with a desire for harmony rather than turbulence. This preference for smooth waters over stormy seas is not just a surface-level choice. It permeates the very fabric of their self-perception and, in a captivating paradox, shapes their approach to acknowledging weaknesses. For INFJs, confrontation is akin to the tempest that disrupts the placid waters of their emotional landscape. The mere prospect of internal conflict, especially when it involves acknowledging personal weaknesses, can stir waves of discomfort within them. It's not a fear of the storm itself, but rather an aversion to the ripples it might create in the pool of their internal harmony. This instinctive shying away from conflict extends beyond external interactions. It seamlessly weaves into their introspective realm. Consider the INFJ as a guardian of their internal peace, a curator of emotional equilibrium. The acknowledgement of weaknesses, akin to a gust of wind disturbing the lake's surface, introduces a ripple of internal conflict that they might instinctively avoid. It's not a conscious denial, but rather a delicate dance between the desire for growth and the innate need for tranquility. In their pursuit of maintaining internal harmony, they might unconsciously choose to sweep certain aspects under the rug, not as an act of evasion, but as a genuine attempt to shield the delicate balance they hold dear. This nuanced relationship with conflict and self-perception creates a captivating interplay. The avoidance of acknowledging weaknesses is not a sign of ignorance or negligence. It's a protective mechanism, a means of safeguarding the emotional sanctuary they've meticulously crafted. The shadows where potential areas for growth reside are not intentionally neglected, but rather temporarily veiled in the interest of preserving the serene landscape of their inner world. Now let's peer even deeper into the intricacies of the INFJ's conflict-averse nature. Imagine a vast library within the INFJ's mind, each book representing a facet of their personality. Some volumes are well-worn, filled with the tales of their strengths and triumphs, while others remain tucked away on a dimly lit shelf. These are the chapters of potential weaknesses that, in the interest of maintaining harmony, they might be temporarily reluctant to explore. In the grand narrative of their lives, INFJs act as both authors and readers. The avoidance of conflict becomes a unique writing style, where the chapters of internal discord are penned with a cautious hand. These individuals, blessed with a literary flair for crafting stories of empathy and understanding, sometimes find it challenging to compose chapters that delve into the vulnerabilities of their own character. Acknowledging weaknesses in their narrative is akin to unraveling a plot twist that might introduce turbulence into an otherwise serene storyline. The internal conflict that arises from turning the page to confront personal shortcomings becomes a plot twist they approach with a mix of trepidation and careful consideration. In their quest for a harmonious storyline, certain aspects might find themselves bookmarked for future exploration rather than being thrust into the limelight of self-awareness. There you have it, our deep dive into why INFJs might be a little in the dark about their own weaknesses. But remember, it's all part of their intricate and empathetic nature. If you're an INFJ, share your thoughts in the comments below. And for everyone else, stay tuned for more insights into the fascinating world of personality here on our channel. Until next time, keep exploring the depths of your own mind, and I'll catch you in the next adventure.